What's up, everybody? T3 here from Future Nature. I've been out here today filming a little bit more of my fire tips and tricks video, and I feel like it wouldn't be apropos unless I also recorded a little bit of philosophical talk, as they say. You know, by now you all know that my driving force in life is getting people to recognize the majesty and wonder that's all around us at all times. To be able to lean up against a tree like the one behind me that is probably 8 times older than I am, and as soon as my back touches that tree, I instantly feel like I'm plugged into the entire forest. You know, I'm paying attention to the wind and listening how it's affecting the baseline of the birds and the overall animal activity. And it's just such a magnificent feeling to be out here and be a part of this, in the cathedrals of nature and in creation. People often ask me when I talk about things like, the spirit that moves in and through all things, and am I what's the term, intelligent design person, meaning, do I believe there was an intelligence that created all of this? My answer to that is no. I'm not a religious person. I'm obviously deeply spiritual, and to me, nature and the earth and all of creation, are my quote unquote God. Because if you were to instantly delete every religious text off the face of the earth, where would you find the Word of God? In nature. And even though we've so horribly mismanaged and destroyed and taken what we wanted from the earth, one day after we're gone, the earth will live on, That's why I always laugh when people talk about saving the earth. They're not talking about saving the earth, they're talking about saving themselves. Whereas my mission is for all of the beings that are around me right now, the approximate 400 to 500 different species of plants and trees, and dozens of species of birds and mammals and amphibians. I speak for those whose voices most people can't hear anymore. But I can teach you how to listen for them again. I can teach you to connect with those beings on a level far greater than you could possibly imagine. But, all that other stuff aside, I've noticed that even just taking people on a half-hour long walk and pointing out a few things can have long-lasting, drastic effects. I mean, I gave a 10-minute nature walk to some people randomly out at a spot where I photograph pretty often. And since then, they have sent me like a dozen emails with questions about things, and just thanking me for opening their eyes. I wish truly awakening people and opening their eyes, fully paid the bills. Um, but what I consider success is when someone listens to something I talk about or looks at one of my photographs and it causes them to change their perspective and to look small and to look big and to be in a constant state of reverence, respect, and thanksgiving for every being around them and for being alive. As I said, my new mantra every morning, first thing I say, and I say it out loud, today is the first day of the rest of my life. The past is gone, learn from it, but each day we have a choice, you know. Some of us have to go to work. I don't do anything but work, but my avocation is my vocation. And it's just so unfortunate to see so many people wasting away, wasting what little precious time we have on this beautiful planet, sitting at a cubicle when there's so much more out there to find and explore. So I encourage you in any way possible, get outside, just go out in nature. If you want to learn some skills, reach out. Um, I can do online, I can come to you, you can come to me. I can recommend a school in your area. I've been doing this a long time, so I know just about everybody else who does it. And I will, what's most important to me is that you reestablish your connection with the nature net. And all you got to do is take your Ethernet here, your Ethernet cable, and just stick it on the ground or up against a tree, and you're plugged in. And you can feel the history. Just the fact that this tree has sat here for 250 plus years boggles my mind. So yeah, I encourage you, find mystery everywhere you can. Seek out new, wonderful, awesome discoveries. Always ask questions. Always be thirsty to learn. As my father said, you wake up every morning, you empty your cup, because if your cup is full, you can't add anything to it. And when you approach life that way without expectations, you realize that everyone and everything you come into contact with has the ability to teach you something, and vice versa. So, yeah, that's all for now. Couple quick announcements. I am working on a multi-month long programs, everything from photography to awareness to movement. I'm creating another website strictly for my photography stuff, and I've got a few other announcements coming up as well. So I will see y'all soon. Peace.